How spicy will the 2023 teammate pairings be? There's a serious amount of missing F1 right now across the entire community, so I thought it'd be a good idea to look ahead to next year and look at the teammate pairings and assess just how spicy the relationships could be. So how we'll break it down is as simple as rating out of 10. 0 would mean there is absolutely no spice whatsoever. No seasoning, just completely and utterly plain. 10 on the other hand would mean a similar spiciness to biting into a Carolina Reaper. It'll be painful, and on my days it'll also be explosive. Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez. 8 out of 10. Before the Brazilian Grand Prix, I'd have probably given this teammate rivalry a measly 3 out of 10. However, after the incredible Interlagos weekend for many reasons, this has been very much upgraded to an 8. If the season finished in Brazil, it'd probably be a 10 right now. The rift, I think, will have closed somewhat after Max played the team game in Abu Dhabi, and also with the off-season, it gives the drivers time to relax. However, Checo will absolutely not forget what happened in Brazil, and I'm really looking forward to the next time he's told to move over for Max. Spicy. Pierre Gasly and Esteban Ocon. 10 out of 10. It's a very well-known fact these two do not like each other. They've even gone to extreme lengths in the past of cropping each other out of Instagram photos. Yeah, I don't think many people know the exact details as to what went on here, but you best believe this teammate pairing is going to be popcorn-worthy. Esteban doesn't exactly have the best track record of being lovey-dovey with teammates either. I have a feeling this streak might continue. NICO Hulkenberg and Kevin Magnussen. 6 out of 10. You were probably expecting a higher rating from me considering the whole suck my balls saga that happened between the pair of them back in 2017. Both have rubbished the claims that there is a feud between them, however, they both are incredibly strong-willed characters when they get into the car. K-Mag had a few too many run-ins with Grosjean when they were teammates, and the same could happen with Hulk if Haas have a strong start to the season. Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll. 5 out of 10. Considering Alonso's history with Lewis Hamilton in 2007, and now more recently with Esteban Ocon, you'd think it's a reasonably safe bet that he'll bring some hot sauce next season. My rating would have been quite a bit higher for this one if Lawrence Stroll didn't own the team, and also the fact that I really don't foresee Fernando Alonso having too many problems with Lance Stroll on track because he'll be so far ahead of him. George Russell and Lewis Hamilton. 5 out of 10. These two seem to get on quite well, but that was in a car that never looked like a championship threat. So let's imagine that next year Mercedes turn up with a 2020-style rocket ship. What happens then? For me, it could easily become a Hamilton-Rosberg-style relationship where neither want to yield. George proved himself this season to be a very worthy competitor, and you best believe he's going to want to beat Lewis again next season. Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz. 3 out of 10. These two are a really interesting pairing. I was very much of the opinion before this season that they would come to blows several times over the course of 2022, but it didn't happen. I would probably put that down to Carlos lacking quite a bit of pace for most of the season though. I reckon one 50-50 incident between the two could ignite the fire in this teammate relationship. Yuki Tsunoda and Nick de Vries. 2 out of 10. I don't think there's going to be much happening in this one. AlphaTauri absolutely have to bounce back next year after an awful 2022. So the last thing they need is their teammates falling out. Nick, I think, will just be pretty happy to be on the grid, so it should be amicable. However, Yuki is prone to a bit of swearing here and there, so we'll look out for that. Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri. 4 out of 10. This one should simmer very nicely next year, especially if Oscar rocks up into the team and is pretty damn quick, which is what I'm expecting. If this is the case, it'll be really intriguing to watch how Lando will respond. I don't envisage a massively friendly vibe between the two of them, but let's see. Logan Sargeant and Alex Albon. 0 out of 10. Williams have far more pressing things to focus on than a toxic teammate relationship, and I absolutely expect this to be one of the most seamless teammate pairings for 2023. Williams aren't high enough up the grid for the teammates to squabble and fall out over 16th place, and also I fully expect Albon to outperform Sargeant at almost every race. Valtteri Bottas and Zhou Guanyu. 0 out of 10. These two just get on. Bottas is loving life at a team with less pressure, and Zhou Guanyu is just praying for better reliability. There seems to be no problems between the pair of them, and they are working in harmony to try and thrust Alfa Romeo higher up the grid. Wholesome stuff. There you have it, a look at the 2023 driver pairings. How would you rate each team for spiciness? Let us know in the comment section below.